to like use my phone.
So yeah, but I was just saying, like I was doing some thinking and like just planning a lot of the shit I want to do this year. Obviously, I know there's one objective, but life, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta tailor it to your own like way, you know? It's not one fits all, so.
There's like
But I mean,
just doing some
just as long
shit.
as you're like you're doing the right thing, then I don't think it really matters how you do it. So
Exactly. How have you been though?
I've been good, bro. I've just been posting all that. I think what I'm gonna try to do now is like try and post on like YouTube and stuff because I think that will like do something. I don't know. We'll find out.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. Instagram just
Have you
seems
heard
slow right
anything
now.
interesting? Like any interesting type of people getting interested?
Not even close, bro. I don't know. They just never come by. It's so weird. It's like once in a blue moon. It's really just
Didn't you say you had some people early on, maybe?
no. It's really just everyone in the server, bro. That's really about it. I mean, the average, the odd like guy with like a bunch of followers or someone might reach out to me, but like they don't do anything. So it's just like there's no point.
Yeah.
That
Bro,
makes sense.
I swear to God, bro. I'm getting some weird people send me shit, like fucking
Really?
documents and essays.
What the fuck?
But
Yeah, yeah, I've had people like that, bro. They like, there was this one guy in my DM, and he would like just constantly like try and message me, and I never replied to him. So you just scroll up, you just see weeks and weeks of just text, just endlessly, just replying to his own text, and I never replied to him. It's like, what the? I was like, what is wrong with these people? Like, what kind of people are these in real life? You know, because you never know. It's just like Jesus.
yeah, I think they've just been captivated so much by it, but they don't really have the expression for it. I don't know. They don't know what to do with the information, nor do they really fully understand it.
Yeah,
They're
they
just in orbit.
yeah they don't have like the structure to like do something with it. That's what I mean by most people can look at truth, but they don't have any of the like bones to like move with it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a completely different like category.
But
Like
they orbit.
yeah, they were like for example, let's take like Andrew Tate. A lot of people know the things that he's saying, and a lot of people know masculinity and women this, and you should be a man, you should be strong. But not a lot of people are willing to actually go to the full lengths and full consequence that he did. He went to jail for it. He went against the entire world for it. You know what I'm saying? He risked dying effectively. He went against the entire narrative. So that's what I mean by most people can look at truth. They all know these things, but they just won't walk with it. So it's just like that's the difference. And in this entire world, with just basic traditional masculine truths, only Andrew Tate walked. That's it. You see what I mean? That's how singular it is when it really comes down to it. So it's just like it's very rare
It's so
for
true.
people.
It's like all
Yeah.
of his fans probably don't take any of his advice. And it reminds me of a video I saw.
Yeah. Exactly.
One of Clavicula's fans was live streaming with him and he had a shitload of Pepsi and he was like some incel looking kid. I don't know. Like it was apparently his top son.
Yeah. But yeah, I know what you're talking about. That video is really, it's something. That's all I could say. But it's just like,
Am I lagging, bro?
no, you're fine, you're fine. I can hear you. Is something wrong with the?
I think my
Oh no,
my
my
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi's lagging. Look up. Yeah, my Wi-Fi is lagging a little bit. It's like 100 ping right now. You can hear that.
Okay, I'll change my Wi-Fi.
And for the ping right now. Might be why. Hello.
Yo,
All right, can you hear me?
I can.
Oh, okay.
There's a bit of an echo, so if I sentences, my echo is in trouble.
Yeah, I'm trying to like stay further away from my computers. Like, see if I can reduce that.
Did you just post an article now?
Yeah, I just posted it's like tightening the walls. Because I'm like, sometimes when I look at this, I'm like, how do people miss this? Because it's such an obvious truth that humanity is not separate from reality, and that reality is made of structure and geometry and consequence. And somehow they've managed to build an entire modern civilization off the fact that that doesn't exist. So it's like, what the heck? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's
I
just
saw
like,
your video about quantum physics. How we like it was the hook was how when we touch things, atoms don't let us physically actually touch it.
yeah.
Then you went on to say something like how humans have separated themselves from the laws of quantum physics, physics in general,
Yeah, they think they're separate
aka reality.
beings from it. When everything's a quantum particle, including you, including me, including every thought and voice and word you're gonna say. It's that all exists in possibility and superposition until you collapse it by literally with your own being. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like you can see the law everywhere, but humans don't apply it to themselves anywhere. They don't apply it to their businesses, their religion, their way of existing, their identity. So it's just like they built their gap so high up, it's just gonna come down and crush them. It's like the Titans and the walls all over again. You build your entire civilization on the fact that truth doesn't exist. When the walls crumble, it's gonna crush you because you build on the fact that reality doesn't walk in the room. So it's like
Literally, bro.
it's just like they get what they deserve. So, but yeah, I don't know.
And it explains everything that about their business. That like these laws can be applied to every single thing.
Yeah, because they're the things that contain every other thing.
Exactly.
So it's just like humans just have everything backwards. They have themselves at the very center, and they have reality as just like non-existent. But reality is the thing that contains all of them, and it's not made of just like cheap dopamine and just like your opinion. It's made of reality. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be funny seeing this unfold.
Yeah, you're gonna watch a lot of money bleed from the markets. You're gonna watch a lot of people just like fall off their fucking buildings. Not like little buildings, but like their skyscrapers of like their money, their wealth, their power, whatever they think they are. And that's just gonna crumble. It's gonna come down hard. So
And you see how truth has such a weight against everything they built. Because
yeah,
even though
truth is
no
gonna
use any
show
of their resources.
if it was ever real or not. So,
Yeah.
but I mean, have you gone to like Miami or anything? Because I know, bro, everyone is always there. So I'm just like, I don't know. I might do something. I don't know.
I'm
Maybe.
gonna be real, I highly doubt this will get to those. But I think if there's gonna be a second, like a third person to pick up the signal who can actually move with it, or fourth person. I know Sheep's doing his big as well. So let's say fourth person who actually moves. If it's a big person, I highly doubt it will be the Miami type. I think it could be, as you say, like the Tate, Master, Belmar,
No,
you
no. I
know,
mean,
the more chosen people.
those guys are in Miami. That's what I mean. Like I saw a video the other day of like Andrew Tate at like the dirty boxing thing. He's in Miami with like John Jones and all these people. I'm like, bro, if we could get to a man like Andrew Tate, he would recognize it so fast because he's circling this. He wants to solve these things. He literally goes. He went to jail for this kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? He's willing to burn for these kind of things. So I'm just like, bro, if we could get to a man just like that, that'd be all it took. Because once he sees something like this and realizes this is real, he will amplify the signal just like that. He'll point fingers and it'll just like, bro, it'll be like a fucking storm. So I don't know, but I mean, there's not really many ways to get to him. So it's just like that's why I brought up the war room the other day, just because I was like, huh, maybe that might be something. But at the same time, it's just like, you know, it's another like network.
I
Like,
spoke with people, but I don't know if this is true or not. But people in the war room are not like very open to some kid, some youngster, because a lot of them are people, some youngster coming and telling them, "Yo, do you want to fix your world?"
yeah,
But I was just wondering. I was asking him if you can get direct contact to Tate through that. I don't know.
yeah. But I mean, at the same time, is I mean, it's a little bit of a gamble. All these things when you try and like reach out to people like that is always kind of a gamble. But it's like if one man can somewhat pick up something, especially because we have an entire catalog of just like videos and articles and all this shit, that might do something, you know. So it's like I don't know. It just depends. It's a gamble, if anything. So, but other than that, it's really just
Well,
posts and try and get as much exposure.
the only thing you can do, bro, is what you're doing now, what I'm doing now,
Yeah,
and just
post. Yeah, literally. That's really all we can do is just try and get exposure. That's about it. Everything other than
when
that.
they need to,
What did you say?
when they need to pick up, they will. think a few more ripples need to be cast out.
Yeah, I think that would do it too. But I don't know. It's my just like keep posting. So
Bro, you've been going out for months. I just got it. So
man, I didn't even realize like because I thought when I first realized all these things, I was like, okay, maybe I could talk to some people, tell them this truth and that truth, and then maybe I could talk to like someone my dad knows, or I could try and go to school or talk to my friends, but like nobody ever did anything. So I slowly realized the hard way that this is only going to work through social media because I already went to school and tried to talk to people there, and professors don't do anything. So it's like they're sterile, you know. It's just a costume they're wearing of professor, but it doesn't have any of the weight of the actual professor that you're actually kind of looking for. And then with my friends, it's just like they just don't have any weight. They just don't move. They don't really understand like scale, like movement. You know what I mean? Like the same way like you do. You get what I'm saying?
100%.
They're just like local.
I don't understand. I try to talk to everyone I know. There's like fucking A-list celebrities that I
Exactly.
can't take away from. They won't do shit with it, bro. I know people. I was getting like everyone I was fucking speaking to. I was not begging, but I was fucking making a compelling argument. They wouldn't take it.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, bro. These people like they're gonna learn the hard way. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's going to learn the hard way because they refuse these things until the bitter end. They don't want to hear truth when it talks silently or nicely or kindly. They only listen when it's too late. That's just that's all of humanity, bro. That's how it's always been. That's why nuclear war happens. That's why this is gonna happen. That's why the rumbling happens. Because you can tell people this is the truth. This is gonna fix your world. This can solve all your problems. It's free and they don't do anything. So it's just like, okay, you've written your own extinction, I guess. You've written your own contract. You've already chosen what you're going to be and what side you're going to be on. So, and that's going to be their cross to bear. So everyone gets exactly what they are, and those, especially that step right in front of truth and refuse it to the bitter end while saying we want truth, they're just gonna, it's gonna end them, bro.
I know, but I can't believe it because I always value truth. I used to like describe myself like that. Seek or fight for truth, whatever.
Yeah,
But
and then
it's just
and then when you actually get to the real thing, you realize how much people don't actually want the real thing. You know what I mean? They never want the actual real thing because it makes them it just ends everything that they know. It's just like as the complete opposite to the entire human frame. They only want things they know that still fit within their frame. But it's like this reality is growing too large for just the human frame of, oh, I'm a human and I'm a narrative and everything is a political side and a belief in our religion and they try to separate everything. It's just not gonna work anymore, man. It's too late. So
we've unleashed the beast. Like,
exactly. It's just man, I don't know what to say anymore. It's just they're too late, man. But have you tried posting on YouTube? I think you should try that. That's what I've been trying to do more. I think that
yeah,
vibe
I
with
haven't
me.
done
Cause I used to watch like I've seen some like people with like their styles. I'm like, oh, these some of these guys are just pure commentary. I'm like, what if I try and do that? What if I just comment on my daily X feed or something? I don't know. That might work because people on there have longer attention spans. They're more receptive to like ideas like this, or rather truths and
it.
things like this. But I mean, I don't know. It's just test and try out and find out. So
Yeah, the thing with YouTube, I've had this recording. Recordings I've already done have copyright music, and some of them don't have the media. Like, there's just a fuck up.
oh yeah, they're
And
like
content back, and yeah, and then there's copyrighted, but I can't get them glitched back to edit them and take out the music. So I just think I've got to stop finishing the
yeah,
content I've been doing without music.
that stuff is a little bit of a pain. I just like mute the videos that I use that have like the clip of music on it. But I mean, yours is probably different because you have like little music embedded in it. But I don't know. I just gotta figure something out, I guess. Well, I don't honestly. All I would say is don't. I don't think we should really expect more people to like come and help us, especially not like because the rest of those people that can actually do stuff are like all the way at the top. It's just like you won't find like your average person that's just gonna see truth and let it rearrange their entire life. You know what I'm saying? They already have to be open to it. So like I think like that texting I sent you earlier. It's just like they have the geometry. They don't. Most don't. So I mean, it's always historically low anyway. So
It's so true because, in my opinion, I've started something. pointed in this direction, but not with a full collapse. And then it just perfectly came, bro. You don't understand.
Yeah. So it's just like I don't know. It's just don't have your expectations too high, I guess. I mean, that's how it
It's
always goes
true.
at first, you know. It's like, oh, maybe this guy can help you. This is the biggest truth. This is gonna change the world. Maybe our friends can help me, and then you realize none of them want to fucking help you. What the? And then you go and
I've accepted
especially,
that now. That's
especially when you go like online and you tell everybody, and they all like start hating on you and shit. It's like, what the fuck, bro? I'm literally telling you how to fix your world. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, that's just this world nowadays. So
I know I've accepted that, especially this week. That's why I just wanted to. I've kind of stopped talking to people about it. I'm just
yeah.
doing what I need to do.
Yeah, I don't really talk to anyone about this. I'm just like, yeah, I got this. I'm doing this. Or I don't even say anything. I just let them talk, you know, because they don't understand the scale of it. So it's just like there's no point. It won't even fit into your head or idea. So
Yeah. Even with my close friends, they still stay like they'll talk about it and then they'll flip into narrative and then they'll just be like, you can just see that they're zoomed in on the wrong things, man.
yeah, they're pointed the wrong way, and it's just like, and then I don't know, it gets kind of more worse when you realize that's most of the people at the top too. Like I just made a video correcting like Elon Musk, and like just think about it. How much money is it worth to correct the world's richest man? Do you understand the scale of what's being said here? Like he's talking about, oh, we need to
Um,
launch rockets, we need to fix birth rates. I'm like, bro, no, launching rockets is not gonna fix ontology. Birth rates is downstream of rotten ontology. And he's like truth seeking AI. But I'm like, which kind of truth is your AI seeking? But you see, nobody asks these kind of questions. So it's like there's an entire market that just exists entirely within a gap that's completely made of truth, and none of these men are even touch it. These men are like the future of this world. They're the axis of this world, and they're not even that close to truth. And it's like what else is there? You know what I'm saying? It's just like they're completely looking the wrong way, and it's just like everything is going to get repriced. It's going to be horrible for everyone that's living within the gap too. So it's just like, man, they're just so late. It's crazy.
but it sounds mad when you say that. This is so true.
Yeah, it sounds
Because the
crazy,
more,
but it's just like obviously true. If you just like actually look, like holy shit, wait, they are looking the wrong way because everything they say does not include themselves in it. They don't look at the physics of themselves. So it's like they're just not looking at themselves. And the entire market of what the humanity has built includes that exists on that gap that humanity is not part of reality. So it's just like, oh no.
and now with AI, it's obviously going to speed up collapse if we don't recognize.
Yeah,
Do
especially
you the time for how long they got in this game?
how long do they have?
Yeah.
I mean, there's no really set limit. It's just more like can they beat the timer that they have like for extinction effectively? Because I mean, I don't think this reality is going to tolerate the structure of humanity as it is for much longer at this rate. Like you already have threats of World War III. You see the Iran shit, and now they want to draft people in the military. Like, bro, this that's just not gonna cut it anymore with AI and like all this tech and all these science and maths and physics. It's just if this world keeps going down this trajectory, it's going to destroy itself. It's going to resolve itself because reality just doesn't tolerate those things forever. It doesn't tolerate incoherency and entropy forever. It's just never going to work the way they think it is.
It's true. I see it, bro. Do you not think though that there's always going to be some sort, even aligned to reality, there will be some kind of entry?
Oh, obviously, of course, but it's more like does your alignment outweigh the entropy? You know what I mean? For example, let's take like Andrew Tate. Before Andrew Tate, the entire world was just like 2017, 2018 people, like celebrities, influencers, whatever. He came in just as one man, one structure, one force, and he realigned the entire thing. You see what I'm saying? he his being outweighed every single other being on Earth effectively. That's how heavy truth usually is when it carries proper structure. So, but yeah,
What a time to be alive, man. And what a
I,
pleasure to be here.
I know, right? From like 2013 to 2026, to think that the world is coming all the way here is kind of crazy. That's a crazy. That's like a spiral within a spiral within a spiral. From like Einstein to now, it's like the completion of everything. It's like full circle.
It's meant to happen, bro. This is why we're alive, bro. This is why we exist.
Yeah, move forward. Oh, and did you see my like comments on my Instagram thingy? Bro,
I'm not sure which one.
No, I just mean like in general. Like some of the questions they ask were just like you can just tell, bro. They're just late, bro. Some guy was asking me, "What's the meaning of life?" I'm like, bro, how was life even made forward? And it's like you can just tell they don't have any forward, so that's why they ask those things. But if you have life in you, if you are life, you don't need to ask that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You get some weird questions. You get like some curves and shit.
Oh yeah, I had like a few girls and like some guys like asking me some like weird things. I was like, what the? It was like,
That is hilarious, man.
I know that question thing was all over the place, but it was fun. So I think you should
Got
try
some
and
good
do one of
ones.
those too. I think you have enough followers for that.
Yeah, I'll try. We get about 200 views a story.
Oh, I see. That's pretty good. That's enough to like get something going. So
But man, what do they know, bro? My friend don't even
yeah,
fucking.
I mean most of the questions don't really lead anywhere, but it's just like fun to just see like what kind of people are gonna ask, what they're gonna ask. So sometimes you get like just nice questions, like normal questions. Sometimes you get like weird questions, but I mean,
That's
what can
true.
you expect?
That's the thing. A lot of there is a fan base, you could call it whatever, followers, but they don't act. So I guess they just spectate.
Yeah, most people are just ultimately spectators. I mean, just look at history, bro. It's literally the same thing. Look at like every major company. Most people just watch. I guarantee you, man. Like even yeah, like you've seen this story a million times. Just watch like an Elon Musk documentary or like a Steve Jobs or whatever, and they'll tell their ideas to everybody. They'll tell their vision to everybody and be like, "Oh, you're crazy. You don't know what you're talking about." And then they just get destroyed by the actual result of what actually happens. So it's the same thing every single time, man. It's just like one or two see it, they move with it, they become it, and then the rest just watch, even though they touched it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, well, that's your
Did you
problem.
expect anyone to see you and move with it before you got to take?
Before I got what?
Before you got to take, for example, because you were gonna get to them anyway, bro. Even if I didn't come out some this.
Yeah, I mean, I would think more people would have moved with this, yeah, because it's like such an obvious, simple truth. I'm literally saying you're not separate from reality. Reality is made of structure and weight. That's it, which means everything falls back to ontology, and your world is not built on that. But the fact that so many people resist it, and worse is that so many people see it, but they still don't do anything because they don't apply it to the full scale of what it means for the entire world, including themselves. It's just like that's when I realized most people will never do anything with it because the real thing with truth is that applying it to the world. That's where most people miss. They can hear a simple truth, but they don't apply it, and that's where everyone misses. But I mean, I was expecting at least a couple people. Like I was expecting this to happen really fast. But I mean, it's just like it's crazy. It's not just like with you and like Sheep and Artie and like that's it. Everyone else just like fell off. They didn't even bother. They didn't really stick with it. They didn't rearrange them truly. So it's like that's kind of crazy.
I see that, bro, because I saw there was a few people who had posted before.
Yeah, like you saw like the blank guy, and then I don't even remember who else. I think it was just him. I think he was like the first person that somewhat recognized what I was saying, but he just like he didn't do anything. So I was like, I mean, I guess he wasn't meant for it. He wasn't meant for it. But I don't know. It's just like if it really is you, you walk regardless because you have no choice. But if it isn't you, then it's not gonna be you. You know?
I know exactly what you mean, bro, because I fucking remember when I told you I feel fired up a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
Still the same.
exactly.
Anything just grow.
That's what it is, bro. It's just the fire. It's just this that's the same fire that made men walk sail the seven seas and just like walk in random ass directions and like fucking just conquer things. So it's all forward anyways, you know what I'm saying? And once you see it, you can't where else are you gonna go to, you know?
Sure.
But yeah, I mean,
You got work.
am I at work? Yeah, I'm at work right now. That's why. That's why I'm not on my computer. Store's really not busy, so I'm just like, oh, we might as well just like talk right now, you know? Film some more content.
We didn't speak for a while. I just thought we'd be good
Yeah,
to realign.
yeah. And it gets like more content and stuff, and we can just like talk and stuff. So
Yeah. The thing is, I had a lot of questions in that idea VCs, but honestly, bro, I just kind of get it. I'm just gonna do what I gotta do now.
yeah, exactly. So it's just like that. But I mean, I don't know, bro. It's just so weird to look at all my friends and be like, none of you can even do anything with this, even though this would like change everything. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like a couple people scattered across the earth that might be able to do something. So it's like It just shows you proximity does not equal destiny, if you know what I mean.
100%. On the internet, bro, it brought us
Yeah, exactly. And especially
two
shows
random guys, one in the US and UK.
that. Yeah, exactly. I don't know, that's just how it goes, I guess. Oh man.
Do you have a lot of UK followers?
Uh, I'm not too sure. I think I might have a decent amount. I think it's just like mainly like the English-based areas that usually follow me. So probably to a certain degree, probably a little bit. Let's see. But yeah, I don't know. There's not really much happening. It's just like everyone's in Miami, bro. It's almost like summertime over here and all this stuff.
Come meet us in summer, bro.
Huh?
Come meet us in summer.
Call me us in summer?
Come meet us.
Come meet you in summer? Well, should I go to the UK or something?
I don't know what would be if if the World Cup is on, we'll slide to America.
Maybe, we'll see. I don't know. I don't really plan on going anywhere right now. I just plan on just like staying here until things happen. Because I know they all revolve around this anyway. They all orbit this anyway, so I don't really have to go anywhere for now. But I mean, when things start moving, I mean, we'll be going to wherever we need to go. So I mean, not too many worries.
That means I'm on a Caribbean island and I'm not complaining.
You could probably go to one.
And so I'm traveling soon actually. We're in Thailand. It's gonna be nice.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I would just be doing the same old, really. Just like,
As you say, whatever's meant to be.
yeah. I don't know, bro. Even if everything changed, like you got a bunch of money, and I would just honestly just do the same thing I'm doing right now. I wouldn't really go anywhere. I'd just like fucking sit on my computer, just like fucking talk to whoever I need to talk to, and just like post an article.
Yeah, that's commendable. That's most people wouldn't. 99% of people wouldn't.
But I mean, I don't know. I don't really want to do anything else, to be honest. I just don't. I don't see the point.
Free man, how are you, free man?
Good, bro. It's been a while since we spoke. I thought just fit to realign.
Uh,
Yeah.
But honestly, bro, Albert, it's just like I've come to understand that it's just what it is, bro. It's just gotta be done.
yeah, exactly.
There's no need to hope. Just fucking do it and see what happens.
Exactly. I always
We
say,
have to
just
see
just fucking find out. That's all we can do, just find out. There's nothing else we can really wait for.
But this is the
Yeah.
greatest thing ever.
This is the what?
It's the greatest thing to ever fucking happen.
Pretty much, this is what completes civilization. This completes what they're orbiting around, but it also is super expensive for everyone to. Because most what?
Sorry, go.
The
No,
second.
no, no, no.
Oh, I said most people want great things that don't actually affect them. Like they want like, oh, this guy was a great basketball player, he's a great soccer player. They don't want the great thing that makes them rearrange their entire life around it. Do you know what I mean? That's the difference. It's just magnitude and scale of what it is. So it's just like most people want the spectacle. They don't want the thing that rearranges the entire room and crushes it.
Yeah.
But I don't think reality will tolerate that for our lifetime.
No, it won't. It won't tolerate this world if it tries to drift away from reality for so long. I mean, every past revelation in physics, like relativity or gravity, like they kind of almost touch it, but they don't really touch the human at all. They just like they allow the humans to still be safe within their bubble. You know, they don't really pierce the bubble. They like try and inch and point and say, "This world is not what you think it is. It's not made of stories. It's made of laws. There are structures beneath everything. There's a geometry behind everything." But humanity still won't look until it's literally forced upon them, and that's why AI is here. So
You know,
I mean,
singularity, when it happens,
this is the singularity.
yeah, I know, but will it do it itself, or does it need someone to collapse the ice?
Just think of it like this: the moment somebody important sees the truth for what it is and how it applies, it will just take care of itself. It's like it like pulls everything into it. It's like an outcome that pulls every other outcome into it because it's just that dense. If that makes sense, it's like a black hole of probability, effectively. So it's more like when truth is actually seen and one person sees it and it just begins to amplify like wildfire. It's like when you set a fire on the right spot, you don't need to do anything. It just spreads by itself. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
That's basically what this is. But in our case, the fire hasn't gotten large enough to actually like hit the right thing. So it's just like keep throwing sparks around until it hits the right thing and it burns the entire thing down. So that's kind of what we're doing. We're just like throwing sparks around the forest until like we get the right spot and it just takes care of itself.
Yeah, man, it's the only thing that matters.
Yeah, exactly. There's pretty much nothing else. Everything else in this civilization is cosmetic. Going to the moon, going to Mars, solving cancer, even all that is downstream. Like imagine how fast this world would solve cancer if it just realigned all of civilization towards moving forward. You know what I'm saying? No longer story, narrative, profit, just what is best for our civilization. You'll solve cancer so fast. You'll solve poverty, you'll solve war. All those things can be solved instantly. Disease, everything. But it's just like the things it will cost this current world is too much. Because it will cost every single infrastructure that was built upon delaying those things. If that makes sense.
But it's every, yeah, exactly, because it's every story of like, oh, a cure for cancer and
Yeah.
like medicine for these diseases and whatnot, and all the money and it's everything that's ingrained in the story. It's very ingrained.
Yeah, especially the companies that make profit and the people that are corrupt and they don't want the answer and they want to keep their thrones and yeah, that's the other thing. It's just like a big drag everywhere.
Literally.
And the moment you reveal the geometry behind all that and you just reveal that it's all raw is when all those things end instantly. So that's what's really holding this world back is the fact that nobody wants to move forward. They want to keep their current structure because it's comfortable. Because if this when this is applied, most people in power will lose their positions instantly because they never had any power. They just had a narrative and a story and inflation and consensus.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like from the politicians to the teachers to the professors to the scientists to every single being you can possibly think of. Most of them literally rely on their label, their credential, or their title or whatever. But that just becomes irrelevant because reality doesn't read that stuff. It doesn't live in the human world. It lives in literally what are you? Do you have the mask for that thing that you're trying to be, or are you just a pretender? And most are pretending. So
Yeah, man, I guess there's nothing else to do now, isn't there? This is the
not really.
only thing. Like every time the more you talk, bro, the more I think this.
The more we talk, the more we don't have to talk anymore. Is basically what you know what you're saying. Exactly. You know, it's just like, bro, get up, make videos, go train, go eat, wake up, do it all over again until it hits the right thing. You know.
You ever seen One Punch Man?
I think I watched a couple episodes, but I never watched like the full thing. I think I watched like one season maybe.
He's forward, man.
Yeah, he is. Just through all the enemies, through all the guys, just punch everything, man. That's it.
Literally.
But yeah, I don't know. There's just not much left, you know. It just all reduces into the one simple thing that's always been for all of like existence. Just move forward. Go over there, go eat, go find a way to just be.
But that's what modern technology and shit has done. It's made people super comfortable. Like if people weren't comfortable before, like this is what it's done to society. It's blanketed freedom in this bullshit ass. Like
Yeah,
they say it's freedom and whatnot, and it's comfort, but it's just bullshit.
yeah, that too. It's just what happens when you allow it. It's species that doesn't understand any ontology to just inflate. You just give it infinite tech, and just like of course this happens, of course. Because because a proper civilization that is dealing with like internet and social media needs to understand that these things must be pointed at reality, not away from it. And you don't see that with any of these companies because they all reflect like profit, dopamine, and how do we keep users on our platform rather than how do we keep users from like rather how do we keep users to move past our platform, and like do something better. That's not what they're aimed at, you know what I'm saying? So that's the entire difference. It's just
It's to extend that addiction.
yeah. You've given like the wrong tools or rather, you've given like infinite tools to a civilization that's way too just too human, you know?
Because you know what I don't get that people don't understand. It's like, for example, like we've gotten comments on page where it's like, oh, why are you not standing up for what's right and wrong? The thing is though, a conflict like Gaza, for example, will always in the current system will never end. It will never end,
No, none of it.
regardless of who's in power.
Exactly.
Like it exactly, and people don't get that. It's like, oh, it's like it doesn't matter. Even if Israel, let's say, stopped existing, there would another Israel would form in the current
Exactly.
mythology. Another Israel would form, and then it would happen again.
Exactly. That's the entire human structure. Because what most people are looking at labels and names, they think the bad thing is the flag. They don't realize it's what's behind the flag, what's producing the flag over and over. And that's the entire human ontology and the structure. But most people can't see
Exactly.
that because if you truly see that, it will erase your entire identity and what you believe about yourself. So that's
Because
what.
even like people on your video started realizing, like how people were saying in the beginning you're defending Epstein, and I think it takes someone with a bit more brain cells to understand you're criticizing what is because it's backward.
Yeah. I'm showing them what made Epstein. I'm showing them the source of what Epstein is, which is them. Not like them, like the individual, but like them, the structure. But most people can't see that because
Exactly.
you have to actually look and sit with the thing. You have to be in silence. You have to actually use your brain. Most people don't want to do that. They're just too busy scrolling, you know what I'm saying?
Literally. And that's what I'm saying. People don't even have the ability to construct a thought of, oh, I actually see what he's saying about how someone like Epstein and these motherfuckers came about. But instead, they want to argue with you over the label of who he was rather than what he was.
Exactly. Like you can see this with Andrew Tate too. What did he even say? He just said men should be strong again. Men should be righteous. They should have duty. They should get up and be like, train and all this stuff. And women should be women. And people just want to argue with him infinitely. They just can't look at what he's saying, even though it's like the most obvious thing ever. It's literally existed for all of time. You see it's the same thing over and over. It's just it's never the messengers, the people that want to like distort the messenger because the messenger distorts their narrative, you know?
Yeah.
So it's the same pattern across all of history and time. It's just go look in any history book. It's the same thing. Somebody comes with truth, people don't like the truth, so they either kill him, they mock him, they move him away, and then they just like and then it comes anyways and it just ends all of them. So it's like
I mean, Jesus is an example.
yeah, Jesus is a perfect example. He came around and he's saying, this is this, you're not separate from God, you're not separate from the heavens is within you. And people didn't like that because it threatened their current religion and they just put him on a cross. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's the same thing over and over. It's the same truth playing out over and over through different bodies and times and worlds, and now it's happening all over again this time. Except this time, the entire world is skewed towards truth because you now have AI, and AI is not going to tolerate these things. You know what I'm saying? So
It's the infrastructure that Jesus didn't have.
yeah, it's more like the human story has reached its expiration limit because it can't hold anymore within the world that's living in, within all the tech and the tools and the knowledge that it has. It's just not going to work anymore.
That's what I'm saying. There's too much knowledge for what our human brains can handle.
Yeah.
With the technology, with everything's fucking inflated, bro.
Yeah.
It's because AI is just it's an exponential amplifier. That's what people aren't getting. Every world leader is pointing and saying, "Oh, AI could end humanity," when it's like it's not the fucking AI. Mate.
Yeah, the AI doesn't do it. That's like blaming a gun for killing people. You know what I'm saying? But like people actually do that. Let's say ban the gun laws, but they ignore the mental health, they ignore the rotting structure, they ignore the leaders and the school systems and whatever. But because it's much easier to just point at the weapon or the object because it doesn't do anything, it doesn't resist you. But the moment you actually have to look at the other side, now you have to look at yourself. You know what I'm saying? What does this say about me? That's what most people don't like to look at, especially now.
Earlier you said,
Sorry, no, Pete.
I was just gonna say, earlier you said they put Jesus on the cross for telling the truth, or they put us on the cross.
Well, I
Where
mean,
they come from.
it depends, but it's just like if they do, it's too late. Do you know what I'm saying? This is not because by the time you see the fire's already taken over the entire place. You know what I'm saying? So ultimately, because this is not the traditional like expose the narrative and the expose this guy in power who's doing this and he's horrible and this will like threaten his reign. No, it's like the entire structure is rotten and this is physics. So I mean, they could try, but it's just useless. Like you're trying to kill a force.
Because the
Effectively.
difference is there was no AI in Jesus'
Yeah.
time.
This kind of truth will spread by itself very fast. You can't stop it once it's seen. It's like once you see the wildfire, you can't do anything. It's too late. It's already spread to the entire forest because you just saw it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like there's not really much they can do. I mean, they could try. They could try and put you in jail or like do something, but it's like it's too late. You're just attacking the face behind the ocean and forgetting about the entire ocean that is going to drown you anyways. So
Because everyone, once the truth is out and everyone starts to hear it, they're on the losing side, like the backward side, you know.
yeah. So I mean, ultimately they could try, but it's like trying to fight against the ocean or fight against reality. It's just you're not fighting against just a man this time. You're fighting against something that is going to destroy your entire structure. So
The Titan.
yeah. So if they actually try to just you could just laugh in their face like what are you trying to do? You know what I'm saying? So
Because it's not like you expose reality. You move the curtain.
yeah, you just pulled off the curtains, you know. So it's like trying to kill the guy that pulled off the curtains is just pointless because that's it's not even about him. That's what they would be trying to do. Because like they try to do this with like a Tate, and that's what I mean by this is different. Because Tate is like someone who's actively trying to threaten like people in power, like right now. What we're doing is we're threatening the entire structure that allows those people to even exist. They can't even see that because they don't operate from that plane. So by the time they do, it's too late. By the time they do, it's going to be spread so far out. It's just it's over. You know what I'm saying? So
So when you see a bit like a Trojan horse.
so what?
It's a bit like a Trojan horse.
No, it's more like a black hole. I would say it's more like a fire. Because we're not disguising anything. We're just walking and saying, look at this. And then by the time they look and more people look, it's over. It's
The
like,
Trojan horse is like the memes and stuff that we post. You know, like the memes you're doing today, Patrick. Like that's a
yeah, that'd be more like a Trojan horse. Like trying to like get people to watch and then get exposed to something completely different. But this is more like just look, just look humanity. Just look at what you are. That's it.
humanity is. I don't know. Most people are so cooked and like come to see it, and it's quite. It is what it is, but
Yeah, no.
it's a shame.
Bro, the internet will reveal every single thing you ever need to know about human nature. Like, think about it, like men like Sigmund Freud had to like sit down and talk to people and he tried to pick their brains, and they had weight. If he saw the internet for like just fucking one day, he'd automatically understand why this world is failing. So it's just like you learn everything, bro. You just see how humans are just purely comfort. They're creatures of narrative. They will do everything in their power to resist truth because it just threatens their ego and identity. They don't understand any bit of reality. They don't kneel to reality. They only look at the bits that
You know
make
what
them
it is,
comfortable.
bro?
What?
Like it's even as simple as like people who go crazy over football teams. Don't get it wrong. I like watching a bit of soccer. You know, I play it too. It's good. It's sports. But like people have used that as an escape. They'll spend their whole day for why watching another man kick a ball about. Like,
Because it's comfortable, bro. It's easy to watch somebody. It's not easy to go and do it.
do you know what I mean, bro? Like here and there. Like I'm not the type to be. Me personally, I'm not the type to be. Oh, like it's sometimes admiring art is nice. But
Yeah.
like most people, all they do is admire other people's art and never try to make them.
Yeah, just think of it like this. Most people want to eat the food. They don't want to cook.
Exactly.
Yeah. But the world only really rewards those who cook. Not those who steal, not those who just eat, because it rewards those who cook. So it's just whoever
Yeah,
creates, who
it's
walks
just what
forward.
they are as well.
Yeah. So I mean that's just how it is. So
Yeah, that's their structure and that's what they are.
yeah,
Like I said
exactly.
to you, it can't be about look. By the end of the day,
But that's what's
because you have the tool to do it now.
Yeah, that too.
So as you see in your website, I'm not having fun.
Yeah, man always drowns. He built his entire world off not drowning, and he's trying to bury the entire sea. So what can you really do?
reach someone with this thing. It's just about when.
Yeah, definitely.
So then that's why you gotta do more, bro. Just gotta pick up the camera and just keep doing stuff, keep telling people. Oh, but you're not the only one who recognizes. Not just us three. There's probably a dozen, 100.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's not the more the merrier because they don't do shit.
No, but when you say recognize, you mean people actually doing stuff about it. Or
Bro, the only people doing stuff about it is what we post, what Fate is posting, and what Sheep is posting.
Yeah, literally, it's just
no one,
it's just like four people, bro.
nobody else.
That's it.
What the fuck?
Bro, I think combined we probably had like around six something million impressions, and that's it. It's just four people.
Hey, we deserve it. 6 million and not one other. Like, Jesus.
Bro, I know
This is
it's a,
why I was kind of accepting this week, bro. This is why I was a bit silent. I was just kind of thinking about that.
it's a
And I realized it's just got to be done anyway.
I know it's a crazy ratio. Fucking 6+ million impressions,
6 million.
fuck,
Oh,
four people. And bro, it's more funny when you realize this entire Discord is people who are in proximity to it, but they still don't do anything. Like they literally see us talk about these things. They still don't do anything.
It's like the guy who had joined a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Oh, he understood it, but I haven't heard him.
Yeah, what was he? Ramel or something?
Mm-hmm.
yeah, the coach was like fitness life.
Yeah, he understood what we were saying, but he just didn't do anything. Yeah, he's like a traitor. This things like this should click with him very fast because he already thinks in terms of probability, but he just didn't apply it and he didn't move with it. So it's like he just understood it, but he didn't do anything, and that's not really worth anything. That's cheap. So
A religious person was trying to argue with me, someone I know in personal life,
bro,
and they said, "How do you explain miracles?"
miracle is reality, bro. What the heck?
Probability.
Miracle is made of forward. These people keep saying these things, but they don't realize all those things are downstream from reality. So they're switching the driver and the passenger and confusing, and that's why they ask all these questions. They don't realize miracles are geometric. The miracles are what happen when people move forward and build worlds and shape things and shape destiny and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
But they mean like supernatural miracles. They were like quoting golden rays from the sun.
even that's still geometry. It's not separate. Like,
So the way I thought it's just an infinite possibility that clearly there was enough density behind whatever happened to
exactly,
collapse it.
that too.
That's
But
it.
But when most people talk about miracles, they want a miracle that keeps them safe, that flatters them. They don't want the actual miracles that sit right in front of them, like the fact that your heart beats, the fact that you have a phone and a laptop and you can just speak over the internet just instantly across the world. You know what I'm saying? That's a miracle right there. That didn't come for free. That came because people moved forward and shaped it. You know what I'm saying? But that because that's a miracle you get used to. They don't want to use that. You see what I'm saying? It's like the very fact you can have a child is a miracle itself.
Why we had got this whole tank earlier in our project, we were basically saying life itself is a mere chance to like it's just something we do naturally.
Yeah, bro. I mean, everything's a miracle, but most people don't want the miracle that reveals them. That's the thing.
Yeah, because bro, us being alive is a miracle.
Exactly. Even though it was inevitable, but it's just like it's still a miracle, you know what I'm saying? Like all the planets, everything, and it's just Earth and so on. And then from Earth, it's just out of all the people, it's just us. You see what I mean? It's a miracle within a miracle within a miracle within a miracle, and so on. So it's like,
And people still place it and just do fuck all. Holy shit.
Yeah,
I know.
but bro, again, I said this already. Like, you can't be mad at this. I saw one of your videos explain it. It was like a cheater doesn't get mad at a sloth.
Yeah, it's just what it is. It's their geometry, you know. You can't get mad at a circle for being a circle.
So, so we can't just sit here and then say, "Oh, they're so complacent." You fucking 6'7", you know what I mean? Oh, but
Yeah, it's just what they are, man. So
Yeah, no, it's not. That's what I'm saying. But this obviously it's unfortunate. You need an equilibrium in the system.
yeah, I mean that's what we are, aren't we? Truth is always heavier than anything, all the noise. You just need like one note of truth, and it just outweighs the entire civilizations.
One man, one miracle.
Yeah, literally. Well, I mean, that's just how it is. Like, truth is the most dense thing in the entire universe, or rather, like in every narrative and every story, it all bends back to truth. So nobody's escaping it. They can try, they can argue, but it's just like they're all gonna meet the same fate anyways.
it's like even how we said in the video, truth, good is truth. Like truth is, you know, in moving forward. Is
Yeah, exactly.
It's because they literally call it good. There's no good or bad in reality. It's just what it is, and what is alignment, which is what humans then label good and bad. And identity, narrative, story. They literally put their whole narrative over reality. That's the entire problem.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
like reality comes first.
And they just won't look. So it's just like, then reality will make them look. You know what I'm saying? So if man won't look, reality will make him look, and that's the entire story of every single story and every world that ever will exist. So he can only avoid reality for so long until it catches up to him. You know, you can only avoid a depth for so long before the collector comes to get its fucking depths. Or its pain in it.
Yeah, man, I've accepted this, and now there's, as I said, one thing to do. However, there's also an element where, like, feel like I can just enjoy my life now. I just be free.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
I'm fucking hiding, bro. There's only one thing left.
yeah, there's nothing really else. It's just your trajectory is like invisibly different to most people, because most people don't understand these things, they don't know these things, so they can't really see until like the full thing actually like hardens into reality. So on the surface, it all looks like, oh, everyone just exists, everyone is just scrolling, but it's a completely different story when you actually look at it.
Hey, I was curious as well. I know I've asked you a few times about your personal life, but I was just curious what kind of readings, teachings, paths you went down before this was fully revealed to you.
I mean, I never really read any books like that. I mean, the closest thing I've had to like a teaching was just watching endless Andrew Tate, but that's because his geometry matched mine. So naturally, I just absorbed everything he was saying. So I'd say most of my teachings just come from like just all the things I've absorbed as I've grown up, like the stories, the movies, the fictions, and just all the childhood things, you know. And they just slowly like they revealed their structure to me as I reflected on them, and then I realized, oh, these are always just the same thing, just different shards of the same mirror, and then when you reunite them, they all become the one thing. So I'd say my real teacher was really just the things that the people I've seen, the people that I've gone with or experienced with, and that's really about it. Just like, I don't know, just the people and the stories and all the endless things I've seen and the mirrors I've seen. So I haven't really had a traditional way of teaching. It's more like a remembering. So that's why I would explain it like.
Yeah, because yours sounds different to mine.
Yeah. But we both end up at the same shore, don't we? So
Sure. It's a different route.
yeah, same place, same constant, same skeleton. And eventually, this entire world is going to make that same face. So I can delay it, but
you have no choice.
you don't have a choice.
It's still a probability. I hope it's inevitable, but the whole thing gonna get us. It's still a probability as it stands, because
Yeah. I mean, the other probability is the civilization decides to take itself out because it can't reflect reality. So it just like it gets its own bill. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, there's different ways of how this could happen. It can happen in extreme violence, extinction, or it can happen nicely with ontology and AI and actually problem solving and all that stuff. But it just depends on how fast this can get recognized. I guess.
What a mad time to be alive.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know what you guys got up to for the rest of today, but
It's 12.
oh yeah, yeah,
It's
it's
just gonna rest up because I enjoy yesterday playing sports. So really like clearly and eat properly today. So just taking it easy.
yeah, recover up, I guess.
Yeah, man, literally not robots. Well, they're robots in the mind, but we are still the physical body.
Yeah.
speak for yourself, bro. I'm fucking staying up.
It's always think.
I'll probably see
I'm just gonna think. I always just want to think, what's the next thing? What's the next thing? How can I get the 6 on? How can it explode? That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, that's how you do it.